We all know what it looks like to be physically healthy, right? It means that we eat healthy. It means that we get in the gym. It means we get outside. But a lot of people don't understand what it looks like to be financially healthy. This is a common question people ask me is, what does it look like to be financially healthy? So the first one is you have enough cash on hand to weather storms. So on social media, you'll see people talk about all the time that you don't need an emergency fund or that your emergency fund should be invested. And I just don't really agree with that. You do need an emergency fund. And it needs to be in a place that's liquid. It probably should be in a place like a high yield savings account that's getting a yield, but you want to be able to protect yourself against the storms that come your way. This can be your business going down. It could be you losing your job. It could be major health issues. It could be something with your kids. It could be needing a new car. There's a bunch of reasons that you might need a cash reserve. It is extremely important to hold one. And I don't think you can tell me that you are financially healthy if you do not have a cash reserve on hand. The next one is that you understand your cash flow. I have a hard time telling people that they know their finances and they're financially healthy if they can't tell me at all what they spend or at all what they end up making on a monthly basis that hits their bank account. So I'm not saying that everybody has to budget on a monthly basis and know where every dollar goes, but you should at least be able to tell me what your average monthly spend is. So let's say you bring home $20,000 a month and you say, hey, I have no idea, right? Then you're super far off. You don't know what's going on. But if you could say, hey, we range between $12,000 to $14,000 a month, I feel like you're pretty financially healthy because you understand you have a ballpark and you can know how much that you need in your checking account and how much that you can save and invest per month. The next one is that you have a plan for the goals that you have. I can't tell you how many times I sit down with people and they just say, oh, we want to buy a house. We'd like to retire someday. Those aren't really good goals because you can't actually quantify them or understand what you need to save to get there, right? If you say, hey, I want to buy a house in 3 years, that's going to be $1 million and I need 20% down, well, then you can come up with a plan of how to get to $200,000 in 3 years. But if you just say, hey, we want to buy a house, well, what does that mean? How much is it going to cost? How much do you want to put down? Can you afford the monthly payment? Where are you going to live? You need quantifiable goals that you can actually put a plan behind. But you need more than just the goal. You also need the plan, right? There's this great quote that a goal without a plan is just a wish. And that's extremely true. You need to have a structured plan on how to achieve those goals or they're probably never going to happen. The next one is that your spending is in line with your income. A lot of people think that they're just a little bit of income away from being able to manage their cash flow better. And for certain people, that's true, right? If you make $30,000 a year, the difference between 30 and 50 might be a big difference and you might actually be able to save. But I've worked with a lot of people who make $500,000 or $750,000 a year. They have no savings, they have debt, they have no investments. They're not a little bit of income away from being able to be on track for their goals. They're a lot of behavior changes away from being able to do it. So to be financially healthy, you have to spend based on your income. If you want to be able to spend more, then you have to go make more. And you have to make sure that you are saving a set percentage of that income. And the last one that I want to go through today is that you've thought through the risks and you have planned for them, insured them, etc. So I can't tell you how many times people don't think about what if your spouse were to pass away? What if you were to lose your income? What if you got in a car accident? What if somebody slipped and fell at your house, right? These are all big risks that could come your way. You could lose an income. You could have higher medical bills. You could have $1 million lawsuit on your hands. These are all realities that you could face, and they're all things that you could plan for. You could have a larger emergency fund. You could have life insurance. You could have disability insurance. You could have homeowners, auto, and umbrella insurance. You need to think through these and insure them. Everybody that has had one of these things happen to them wishes they would have thought about them before. That's the thing about insurance. That's the thing about emergency funds is nobody wants them until they need them. And so you are best off planning ahead of time so you can be financially healthy. So these are the things that I would look at to be able to say that I'm financially healthy. I would go through each of these one by one and make sure you understand them, have a plan around them, and get yourself into a financially healthy spot in 2024. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and go subscribe to my channel for more personal finance content. And as always, please leave your thoughts in the comments below and I promise to get back to every single one of them. We'll see you back next week.